When you think about precast concrete, you probably picture the massive forms, the rebar, the finished product. But you know what? Excellence doesn't start there. It starts on paper. And today, we're diving into that blueprint for quality. We're going to master the absolutely crucial role of precast design.
All right, so let's get right to it with a really basic question. When you think about a top-notch quality precast product, where does that all start? Really begin?
You might think it starts in the batch plant, or maybe on the casting bed. And yeah, those are super important. But the real starting point? It's way before any of that. The truth is, a perfect product doesn't start in the mold. It begins with the drawings.
So, why are we hammering this point home? It's pretty simple, actually. If the design is wrong, nothing else can be right. You could have the best crew in the world, and it wouldn't matter. So let's break down exactly who's responsible for what to make sure a project is set up for success from day one.
Think of it like this. Every project has two main players, each with a super distinct job. First, you've got the designer of record. That's your architect or engineer. They're the ones who dream up the big picture and put it into the contract drawings. Then, it's the precast producer's turn. They get those drawings and have one clear mission. Turn that concept into a physical thing, a unit that perfectly, and I mean perfectly, matches the drawings and specs. It's a real partnership, a handoff, where both sides have to nail their part. And that handoff, it all comes down to one single, incredibly important document. I'm talking about the blueprint for production itself. You know it as the shop drawings. Okay, so what exactly is a shop drawing? Well, you can think of it as the official translator. It takes the architect's high-level contract drawings and converts them into a language the plant can actually use. It's the practical, nitty-gritty instruction manual for how to build, lift, and install every single piece of precast. And listen, this is no simple sketch. We're talking about a super detailed, comprehensive instruction manual. It's got everything. The exact shape and dimensions down to the fraction of an inch, the precise layout for all the rebar, the location of every single little embedded item, even where the handling devices go for lifting. You get just one of those details wrong in the drawing, and guess what? The final product is going to be wrong, period. So here's the bottom line, and it's a big one. There is absolutely zero room for error here. A little mistake or an omission on a shop drawing, that's not just a typo. Out on the plant floor, that tiny error can blow up into huge, costly delays, rejected products, and yeah, even serious safety problems. When it comes to these drawings, accuracy isn't just important, it's completely non-negotiable.
Now, because the stakes are so incredibly high, a shop drawing doesn't just get printed out and sent to the production floor. Oh no, it has to survive a rigorous process, a journey we like to call the approval gauntlet.
And this isn't some chaotic free-for-all. It's a very clear, step-by-step path designed to catch any mistakes. So, step 1, you start with a deep dive into the original contract drawings. Then, the drafting team gets to work, creating those detailed shop drawings. After that comes maybe the most critical checkpoint. An engineer pores over every detail, checking and rechecking for accuracy. And only when they give it the green light does it finally get distributed to the production and QC teams.
And that brings us to what I'd call the golden rule of any precast plant. You ready for it? Only stamped, approved shop drawings are authorized for use in production. Say it with me. No exceptions. Seriously, without that official approval, a drawing isn't a blueprint. It's just a piece of paper. Okay, so we've talked about the what and the how, but what about the who? Who are the actual people responsible for making sure this all goes smoothly? Let's break down the roles on the team. All right, let's look at who does what. It all starts with the engineer of record, who sets the overall design. Then you have the precast specialty engineer and the drafting staff. Their job is to create those super detailed shop drawings we've been talking about. They handle all the nitty-gritty calculations and make sure everything is clear and accurate. And then, that's where you, the QC team, come in. Your role is to be the final checkpoint, to verify that what's being built in the plant is a perfect match for that approved drawing. So if you're working in quality control, I want you to listen up, because this is your prime directive. That approved shop drawing, that's your rule book. It's your Bible. Your one and only job is to take that drawing and verify that the physical reality in front of you, the rebar, the embeds, the dimensions, is an exact match to that blueprint. So when you put it all together, the people, the process, the paperwork, what do you have? Well, you have something that acts like a bridge, a critical bridge that connects the world of design to the world of production. And that bridge metaphor is so important. I want you to really think about this. Shop drawings are the bridge between design and production. And just like a real bridge, if it's weak, if there are cracks in it, well, you're heading for failure. That drawing is the only thing connecting the big idea to the final product. All right, let's wrap this up and boil it all down to the 3 things you absolutely have to remember. Number 1, quality doesn't start in the plant, it starts with the design. Number 2, shop drawings are that critical link, that bridge between the design and the final product. And number 3, that strict review process we talked about, it's your best defense against costly errors and confusion. So I'm going to leave you with a final thought, a question to take with you out onto the plant floor. After hearing all this, the very next time a shop drawing hits your desk, what's the absolute first thing you're going to check for?